Kids are supposed to watch cartoons and animation to stay happy. Parents often give their kids cartoons to watch so they can have peace of mind to do something else. But do they check the content of these animations? Several kids' animations contain some serious sexual scenes that are inappropriate for kids.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Due to other live activities and events, parents often don't get the chance to check the content of the animations their kids watch. Thus, they expose their children to this content without realizing the negative effects they have on their kids. If you are a parent or a concerned individual, then you don't have to worry any longer. After watching this video, you will find out the top 10 most sus animations. Number 10. Adventure Time. Over the years, the kids show Adventure Time has been a source of many dirty jokes meant for an older audience. The show is set in a post-apocalyptic world that centers around the adventures of a boy named Finn and his magic dog Jake in the magical land of Ooo. The show was on television for 8 years, from 2010 to 2018 on the Cartoon Network. When it was broadcast on TV, many parents showed concern about the strong jokes they included in the show. Some of such controversies included Jake and Lady Rainicorn getting naked and running through cabbage fields, where Jake implied that he had a foot fetish.
You could be a foot right now! I saw you change it to a foot twice yesterday.
It's complicated, man. You'll understand when you're older.
And Finn was invited into a bouncy castle to watch the princess bounce.
Oh, hi, Finn.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, Bounce House Princess. I didn't know it was you.
That's okay. You want to go inside? Bounce around for a little?
Funny enough, all these scenes were in a show advertised for kids. Number 9. Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was a Cartoon Network animated series that aired from 1997 to 2004 about the life of Johnny Bravo, an overconfident playboy. Despite being broadcast on a children's network, the show was widespread, with adult references from the start.
Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
Many of the sexual references in the show ranged from extremes like a virgin sacrifice to everyday inappropriate behavior like Bravo not respecting women's personal space. Regarding the show's highly controversial moments, the creators stated that they were unconcerned about the adult content and did not believe anyone was watching it. This is very bad for a kids' TV show and does not deserve to be on children's screens. Number 8. 16. This animated television show about 6 16-year-olds hanging out at a local mall focused on typical adolescent experiences, such as finding a part-time job and starting to date. The catch was that these stories were intended to be told from a child-friendly perspective. The animated teens on this show, like real-life teens, pushed the boundaries of what was appropriate and what was not. The Halloween special Dude of the Living Dead plot revolved around a peephole in a lingerie store changing room. Another suggestive episode was Overexposed, in which the characters saw each other naked accidentally and on purpose. Plotlines of this nature on a children's television show drew criticism from parents and networks. Due to these controversies and other issues, the show was eventually canceled in 2010. Number 7. Total Drama Island. Total Drama Island, a Canadian animated television show about teenagers on an island completing extreme challenges, had plenty of dirty moments. Even though the animations were supposed to be of 16-year-old children, censored nudity was prevalent throughout the series. Also, many of the animated teens' forced actions, such as eating bull testicles, sparked controversy or were even censored in countries such as the United States, where it was changed to bull meatballs.
It's beef testicle bourguignon.
Testicles?
Although the show's subsequent seasons did include censored nudity and teens performing extreme actions, it was much sparser and more toned down than the first season. Number 6. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. One of Disney's most successful shows in the early 2000s was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. The show revolved around two brothers who lived in a luxury hotel with their mother and their various exploits. While most of these exploits were appropriate for children, many went too far. In the episode Forever Plaid, for example, the boys, aged 14, drilled holes in the wall to spy on a high school girls' soccer team changing and gossiping in the next room. Another episode included a joke in which 16-year-old London began to strip naked after being told to strip and make the bed, referring to removing sheets.
It's time to strip and make the bed. Okay, that's what poor people do.
Viewers mostly ignored these and other sexual jokes, and the show avoided controversy throughout its 3 seasons and its 3-year spin-off series, Sweet Life on Deck. Number 5. SpongeBob SquarePants. Controversy is almost unavoidable when a show has been on the air as long as SpongeBob SquarePants. Some of the show's controversy has revolved around a virus-themed episode and an episode that conservative groups claimed promoted homosexuality in children. The worst and arguably most justified controversy revolves around the series' various dirty jokes. SpongeBob once told Patrick that his genius was shining through. Patrick covered his private area in response, implying that he misheard SpongeBob say penis. In another episode, when Gary walked in, SpongeBob quickly changed the channel on his TV, claiming he was looking for the sports channel.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Despite him staring intently at the screen. This suggests that the images on the screen were fish-themed pornography. These incidents have piqued the interest of the internet and some parent groups. Despite this, SpongeBob is still a popular children's show. Number 4. Two Stupid Dogs. The show follows 2 unnamed dogs, neither of whom, as the title implies, is particularly intelligent, and their day-to-day misadventures. The big dog speaks far less than the little dog, and when the big dog speaks, it is usually about food. The first season's animation style is unusual for the time, a very flat and simplistic style reminiscent of early Hanna-Barbera cartoons from the 1950s and 1960s, but with early 1990s humor and sensibility.
Boys want to be a pet?
No, we want to get a pet.
Well, isn't that cute?
Although the show seems okay, the episode titled At the Drive-In in Season 1, Episode 4 say otherwise. In this episode, the dogs at a drive-in are bored and don't understand why people enjoy going there. The camera then pans out to reveal an entire parking lot full of swaying, creaking vehicles. This may not be abnormal, but it is clear that this is a sex scene. Number 3. Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko's Modern Life is a Nickelodeon animated television series created by Joe Murray. The series follows the surreal life of Rocko, an anthropomorphic Australian immigrant wallaby, and his friends, including the eccentric steer Heifer Wolf, the neurotic turtle Filbert, and Rocko's faithful dog Spunky. It takes place in the fictitious town of O-Town. This show has been criticized for its adult humor, which includes the double meaning and satirical social commentary, like the Ren and Stimpy show. After being fired from his job at the comic book store, Rocko takes on various jobs, including phone sex operator. All the hints are there for an adult to see. The advice paper that says be hot, be naughty, be courteous, and what Rocko is saying makes it very clear that phone sex is taking place. Number 2. Cow and Chicken. David Feiss created the American animated comedy television series Cow and Chicken. It follows the bizarre exploits of 2 cartoon animal siblings, Cow and Chicken. They are frequently opposed by the Red Guy, a cartoon version of the devil who poses as various characters to defraud them. The episode titled Buffalo Girls contains some controversial scenes. The highlight of this episode of Cow and Chicken was so contentious that it was only shown once. The scene featured the Buffalo Gals, a biker gang that broke into Cow and Chicken's house and began eating their carpet. Carpet munching is a term used to describe cunnilingus, a term used to describe the stimulation of female genitals using the tongue and the lips. Naturally, Cartoon Network decided to cancel the episode. Number 1. Ren and Stimpy. Ren is an insane, greedy chihuahua, and Stimpy is a fat, silly cat. These 2 unlikely friends go on hilarious adventures, including selling rubber nipples, locating land for Canada, spending the night in a haunted house, and simply looking for work. A controversial scene occurred in the episode titled Sven Hook. The scene occurs in the second half, when Stimpy and Ren's cousin Sven is hanging out in a closet. Stimpy looks at the camera as they're about to engage in an activity and says,
"This is private."
Sven slams the closet door shut, and all you can hear is what the 2 are doing. It's difficult not to speculate on what's going on, given that Stimpy says, "I'm a sword swallower," implying that Stimpy is performing fellatio on Sven. Nothing beats unsolicited sex education for kids. As parents, looking through some of the content you exposed your children to is important. Some of these scenes may not directly affect your children, but by the time they grow up, some of these things will affect them. A simple Google search on the TV show your kids watch can give you a sneak peek of the things they watch. If this video was fun, subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. And don't forget to share with friends. See you in the next video.